Welcome to San Antonio's Influence Magazine show, the premier talk show where we introduce you to influential individuals doing significant work in the city of San Antonio and surrounding areas. Celebrate the spirit of business, leadership, and innovation. If this is your first time joining us and you'd like more information, you could find us at influencesa.com. That's influencesa.com. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and for this particular episode of the show, all future and past episodes of the show, pull up your YouTube search bar, toss in San Antonio's Influence Magazine show. When you get there, please subscribe, give us a like or a thumbs up, and hit that bell so that you don't miss any future episodes of the show. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm your host, Cedric Fisher. We're going to do something a little unique with this particular episode. I recently had the privilege of meeting the owner of the restaurant, voted best new restaurant in San Antonio. It's called Thai Bird. And the owner is a gentleman by the name of David Gilbert. David brings more than 2 decades of global cooking experience to the table. When we come back, we're going to tour Thai Bird and meet David. Stay tuned.
Every child faces a moment when fear feels bigger than courage. For Oscar the Osprey, that moment comes every single day. Oscar the Osprey, the bird who was afraid of heights. Oscar is a bird designed to soar through the mountain skies of the Teton Range. But there's one problem. He's absolutely terrified of heights. While his brother Otto and sister Oprah fly effortlessly, Oscar freezes at the edge of the nest, gripped by the very fear his nature was meant to overcome. After harrowing trials, including a run-in with a pack of wolves, Oscar discovers the most important lesson of all. Courage isn't about never being afraid. It's about choosing to try anyway. Through patience, encouragement, and one brave decision at a time, Oscar learns that his wings were always strong enough. He just needed to believe. From children's author Edward Martin Polansky comes a story Kirkus Reviews calls a must-have for families, schools, and communities. With black and white illustrations by award-winning artist Jean Rousseau, Oscar's journey teaches children ages 6 to 8 that being brave means flying even when you're scared. Oscar the Osprey, the bird who was afraid of heights, because every child deserves to know they're braver than they think. Available now on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Powell's, and Walmart. Give your child the gift of courage.
Talk to us about your background, where you're from, and how this whole thing evolved and you found yourself here.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild ride, I gotta be honest with you, but really blessed to be here. Originally from Toronto, and then when we were young, our parents moved to Dallas, and that's kind of how we ended up in Texas to start. Okay. And so went to school and graduated high school through Texas, and then always had this curiosity about traveling and seeing new things and doing new things. And I took off. I went to school down in Palm Beach, a little surfing, frisbee, kind of quite a cultural change from Dallas.
Okay.
And then
Palm Beach, Florida?
Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, Palm Beach, Florida. And then had always wanted to go to culinary school all through high school. So this burning passion for food, and ended up going to school for graphic design for a year, and then realized art's a great hobby, but it's definitely not a profession for me. And so pursued culinary school and moved to Charleston, South Carolina for 3 years, where I went to culinary school and then got a second degree there in hospitality accounting. And then after that, pursued the culinary path and was recruited out of school and was working with Ritz-Carlton Buckhead in Atlanta for a few years, transferred with the company to St. Thomas, and really did a lot of traveling, and that kind of spurred so much. And I spent my internship in a Michelin-starred restaurant in Europe, and just got this really curiosity to like get out there and see the world. And I realized you either got to be military, which was not for me, to get out there and travel, or hey, I was in a profession that enabled that and we could cook anywhere. So started traveling and exploring the United States, and the East Coast, the West Coast, LA, and all over the place. And then had the opportunity to go to Asia, and I had to jump right on that. And that really started at about 2008. What started to shape subconsciously Thai Bird was my first trip to Asia. Went on a backpacking trip and fell in love with it. Started tasting all these foods and flavors I'd never had before, and then came back to the States and just caught that bug that people talk about, where you fall in love with it. And then had the opportunity to go back and work and be trained in Thai cuisine and see all the different regions and provinces, and came back to the States and had another opportunity to go back, so I moved back. And so in total, I've lived there twice. I've traveled there 10 times, and lived in China, and just kind of kept on this journey of being over there and seeing things. And then came back to the States and went back to fine dining, which is my real background, and I could continue to pursue. And then I noticed that all these Thai flavors were being woven into the food in fine dining, and so, this is awesome. I feel too much of a passion to stay doing this, and achieved a lot of great things in fine dining, and then had the opportunity to transition, and really just kept following the Thai food bug, and that's how we have Thai Bird.
So you've been a globetrotter.
Yeah,
right?
globetrotter.
World travel. How'd you find yourself in San Antonio? Or did you choose to come here, or?
Well, originally I was moving back to Thailand on a one-way ticket, selling on my pool table and kneeboard and all the things that nice single men accumulate in their early 30s, and had my house up for rent in Dallas. And an old friend of mine, Stephen Piles, said, hey, I think there's a really cool opportunity for you in San Antonio. And this was in 2012. And I was like, I think you don't understand, I'm moving back, and I'm going on a one-way this time with no end in sight.
You burned your ships, right?
Yeah. Just go down to San Antonio, check it out. And it was the original opening of the Hotel Elan up on the north side.
Okay.
And so I went there, beautiful hotel, saw everything, and it's kind of like this can be your baby. I've been consulting for this group, and really need a chef there that was going to move the needle. And I said, all right. My sister happened to live here, and my niece was one at the time, so I knew when she picked me up at the airport to take me over to the hotel. That was it. Had to be an uncle. Mm-hmm. And so that I knew before I even got to the hotel, San Antonio was going to be my new home.
Yeah.
And so now, feel really blessed since I have a nephew, and now they're 15 and 13, and get to really be part of their life is impactful.
Nice. So you got local family.
Yeah, local family here, and
So when you reflect on San Antonio back then and now, what's changed? What do you see that's really changed about the city?
From an outside perspective, coming to San Antonio in 2012 to now, I see there's been so much great change, and it's evolved. There's a lot of people who've moved here, be it from the Austin area or from out of state, and we've getting great, food and beverage across the city has really stepped up. It's wonderful to see wine bars thriving here, and unique food service concepts, and it just continues to grow. And as those chefs that were early on when I met them are now spearheading their own restaurants, and I think it's fabulous. It's a great community here, and it's not about competition. It's about supporting one another, and that really thrives through in the culture here.
Okay. Your time in Thailand has really influenced your food, right? And so you chose a cuisine that's Asian based. What was the moment or the dish that really sparked your interest and inspired you?
What a great question. So I actually wrote a book about my time there, my journey as a chef, and correlated it with the moment that really hit for me in that dish was a green papaya salad out on the beach in...
Green papaya salad.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've got it from a food vendor, and at the same time I had some fried chicken, and I had never had Thai fried chicken, and there I am sitting on the beach, and just everything just hit me. It was completely cerebral, of the textures and the flavors so pronounced and bold, and fell in love with it, and then just never looked back.
So it all came together at that one moment.
It did.
And you've kind of been moving on from there. How have you balanced the transition of Thai flavors and kind of the San Antonio cuisine?
So a lot of the latitude lines across the globe carry the same types of ingredients. So for us here in Texas, you know, and especially the San Antonio, South Texas area, we see a lot of tamarinds, we see chili, you know, we see a lot of cilantro. We see a lot of the same ingredients that are in Thailand. Now they're cooked and presented completely different. However, that those flavors transcend, and you know, it's pretty funny. You know, we joke about this a lot, that you know, here we have two core signature sauces. We have a charred chili citrus, and we have a tamarind ginger. I always thought before we opened Thai Bird that charred chili citrus was going to be the number one,
The most popular.
most used. And it's actually not, as a tamarind, and it has exactly kind of harking back to what we're talking about with the flavors in South Texas. Is tamarind's very familiar. These things all kind of blended together. Taste quite a bit like some of the candies that we see and some of the dishes coming in from Mexico.
Yeah. Thai Bird creates a blend of fine dining techniques with street food and cultural soul. Kind of unpack that for us.
Yeah, you bet. So those that know me, I have a little bit of an obsessive personality when it comes to food and fine dining and meticulous attention to detail. And so that's why when you come here, we're not throwing your food in a box and sending it out, and everything is garnished, presented on trays, colorful, bright. And so we use a lot of that background from all over with fine dining to really accentuate and level up the food that we serve here at Thai Bird.
Okay. Did you notice sort of a gap in the market and you can plug that gap, or was there a void in the cuisine?
Yeah, I mean, here in San Antonio, there's some great Thai restaurants, and you know, as we here at Thai Bird focus primarily on the Thai style chicken, both the northern style rotisserie chicken or the roast chicken, and then down in the south is very famous for the fried chicken, and then we box it with side dishes to accentuate those flavors of each of those. And so we're not a typical Thai restaurant with 40 things on the menu. We do what we do. We were hyper focused on that and execute at the highest level. And I'm a big believer in keep it small and nail it every time, and you're gonna be okay.
Okay. So major on a couple of things and instead of minoring on a lot of stuff.
That's right, absolutely.
Share with us a couple of your side dishes.
Yeah, you bet. So some of the fan favorites we've seen so far, the ginger pickles. We make our pickles in-house, which are great. They go unbelievable with anything. Even if you're grilling burgers at home and you swing by and grab a few packs of pickles, it's a
ginger pickle.
Mm-hmm. So we infuse fresh ginger into the pickling liquid. We let it sit, and then we cover pickling cucumbers and let that sit for a couple days, and then we package them up and have them ready for grab and go. Or of course, if you order in and you're here at Thai Bird, we'll send them out. A couple of the other dishes, sides that are extremely popular: red curry corn.
Red curry corn.
So this is a great one, right? It really ties into the elote esquive Mexican style corn in a cup, except that we're using roasted garlic and red curry paste and Thai herbs, but it's the same sort of that nice corn you can eat out of a container and I mean, almost every day, these guys laugh at me constantly because I get some rice, I put the corn on, and I put some of our homemade chili crisp, and walk around, and we're busy. We gotta eat and move. So,
We're going to take a quick break.
you got it.
We'll be right back.
One of the things that surprised me the most after working on over 3,000 television and video productions is this. Many of the most talented leaders are still struggling to be seen. And it's not because they have a lack of incredible expertise, but the world's changed. So today we have artificial intelligence, constant streams of content, and noise and distraction more than ever before. But there's better ways to be seen and still protect your authenticity. Hi, I'm Starley Murray, and after years behind the camera seeing how leaders are positioned with success visibility, so I created the Credibility and Visibility Retreat as an immersive experience for a small group of exceptional leaders. Together, we focus on 3 powerful areas. First, helping decision makers quickly understand who you are and the value you bring. Second, strengthening your unique messaging so your expertise connects with the opportunities and the audience that you want to attract. And third, creating visibility assets so you can immediately use for speaking engagements, book signings, podcasts, TV interviews, and online collaborations. All of which I can show you AI shortcuts, how to do wisely and with authenticity. So instead of leaving with a pile of notes you may never use, you can leave with clear positioning, refined messaging, and tangible assets ready to put into action. Click the link below and take a look at what we're building together. Scan the QR code to register on our early access list. The future is what we make of it.
So every single item on the menu is gluten-free, but you've mentioned that this wasn't the original plan. So what motivated you to go in that direction?
Oh, that's a great question. So a lot of the food naturally in Thailand is gluten-free because it's rice-based. And food is fresh, it's simple and flavorful. And then here, as we were doing it, created a gluten-free breading that's proprietary to Thai Bird. Fried chicken in Thailand is gluten-free. And so as we were working through and developing this a few years back, realized that as we were market testing and doing all these things to ramp up to get to where we are today, how many people that actually impacts and helps, and especially children who have special needs or autism typically need to be on a gluten-free diet. And this was all just eye-opening for us as a restaurant concept. And so, for me personally and everybody involved here at Thai Bird, we're really making an impact and being able to help the greater community, which is the best gift we could ask for.
Yeah. And you promote that you're gluten-free? Most
Yes,
people
sir.
know you.
We do, yes. People can't get over how flavorful the food is being gluten-free. And gluten-free has I will say, a bit of a stigma, right? That it's flavorless or bread is dry or these kind of things. But here the food is gluten-free and you would never even know it because everything is so pronounced and bold flavored.
Still tastes great.
Yes, still tastes. That's important.
Even though you took an ingredient out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what have you learned from the celiac and autistic diners about trust, consistency, hospitality, and culinary accessibility?
We have received endless comments, and we have people that have traveled here from all over. They come from the airport and they have apps today. We Find Me Gluten-Free. They have Facebook groups. And so those who are really in need of a gluten-free celiac type diet, they're finding us much easier than we're finding them. And they're coming in and they're like, thank you so much. Thank you. This is amazing. It's incredible that we can eat like this. It feels safe because we don't have any cross contaminants in our fryers or in our kitchen. We don't even allow sandwiches in the building, just to be on the up and up for those people who are sensitive. And people are sensitive at different levels, and we've learned a lot about this over the last 3 years. And so it's really really nice. We have a family that really sparked this for us called the Hernandez family, and we're doing a big supporting fundraiser for their son called Gnome Surf here in the very near future.
What's his name?
Santana Hernandez.
Santana Hernandez. Okay.
and it's great. Both parents were military, and they have a beautiful family, and their son requires a special diet, and he loves coming to Thai Bird. He's excited, and so we're getting behind them on March 29th to do a great fundraiser for the family.
Very nice, very nice. So after 2 decades in diverse kitchens, what still excites you about creatively or technically cooking?
I don't get to cook.
You've been in all these kitchens everywhere and all around the world. So
Right.
what still excites you about
art? There's part of it is for sure I'm wired that way in the DNA, and every time I drop some cilantro on top of a chicken here, we put together something and it goes out, it still brings me the same satisfaction. But what really continues that journey for me at this point in my career is not being there and making sure I touch every plate, but seeing how the scalability of something, that we have multiple locations and the food looks the same and we're getting the same responses from the diners. And that's the satisfaction I seek out today versus standing there at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night and shaving a truffle over something. So it's nice to get that satisfaction just in a different light, a little bit more of a business person, a little bit less of a chef. So
you kind of learn as an entrepreneur at some point you kind of have to remove yourself from the craft and run the organization, run and manage the business.
That's right. Somebody, a mentor of mine said to me, love it, enjoy every moment of it, because as your career is going to evolve, you're going to get farther away from the stove.
Yeah.
And I cook a lot at home, and I get my fix in a different way than I did 20 years ago.
Okay. So Thai Bird was designed with expansion in mind, right? Is this the only location currently?
We're currently in Alamo Heights, our original location. We wrapped up in a food hall in River North, and we're moving that location to Castle Hills, and that'll open in about 6 weeks from today. So we're very excited to get that second store back up and running.
Okay. And it'll all be consistent, the cuisine and the look and everything.
The look, the feel,
Yeah.
the whole vibe. Castle Hills, we're going to introduce something very unique, and we're going to introduce some bowls. So sort of think of kava, but with the leveled up experience of Thai Bird. And that will be an element that we're going to test market in the Castle Hills location. And if it's successful, we'll continue to repeat it. But our goal is to really push this footprint out and get Thai Bird into every great neighborhood that we can.
Okay, so you see a vision of Thai Birds everywhere.
That's right. That's
whole
right.
String of them.
So does my wife.
Okay. Very good. So as an entrepreneur, we can never do everything a business requires by ourselves. We need a team. And I'm privileged to have an incredible crew that helps put this show on. Talk to us a little bit about your team.
We're so blessed. We have such a great team. They all work together. They're all on board with being part of what we're doing. The hospitality shines through. When somebody walks into Thai Bird, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what's going on, you'll hear 2 or 3 voices say, "Welcome to Thai Bird. Nice to have you." And we're just really proud of where our team has evolved from the beginning, and those who started with us, who have moved on to do other things, and that they're still in touch, and they're still excited for our journey, and they help continue to shape that. So we're really proud of what we're doing, and we hope to keep building on that every day.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
1000%. It takes a great team.
Rumor has it you have a golden retriever by the name of Hemingway. Talk to us about Hemingway a bit and describe it in one word if you can.
Oh my gosh. He's a bit mischievous, this guy. Mischievous, but he's such a lover. And yeah, he's a 106-pound golden retriever. And of course, like every good golden, just wants to be pet and rubbed on. But he's got his Thai Bird neckerchief and hat and the whole bit. And it's fun, and he's just a big part of our home life. But also, as we talk about Thai Bird, he's part of family.
Part of family. That's very nice. A couple more questions. One is, What's the one thing most people don't know about you but should? You may have to think about that one for a minute.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think a lot of people don't know that I have a real passion for scuba diving.
Scuba diving.
And reading are definitely top two things that a lot of people probably don't know about me. And being a chef for so long, everyone just kind of associates that. And I also have a huge passion for wine, and that's over the last maybe decade or so. And yeah, so there's a few things that give me something to chomp on.
You have a wine club that meets here, right? Is that a
Yes,
part of
we
it?
do. We have a great wine club, incredible vibe. We offer a 2 and 3 bottle monthly subscription box. We have a huge party first Tuesday of every month for pickup, free wine tastings. We're doing lots of events for the wine club that are wine related, and we have comedy, and we do all kinds of stuff that really ties that in. And I also curate all the wines personally that are in the store. And so it's sort of my own little passion project within the bigger project, and just always tasting, always looking for those niche bottles that really define us as a company and as a brand, that we're not serving the mainstream stuff you'll see at the grocery store. Come in, try something a little bit unique and different. Guarantee you'll love it.
Nice. You mentioned reading's one of your passions. One of the things we get the privileges of in these interviews is meeting with a lot of leaders. All leaders are readers. They typically will have their go-to book on their nightstand. What book's on your nightstand?
Such a great question. We have, currently juggling between a book on how neuroscience and marketing come together.
Neuroscience and marketing.
Yeah, so very interesting to read that. And then I'm also reading a book called Multi-Unit Leadership. So actually, I should preface, I'm rereading Multi-Unit Leadership, and it's by Jim O'Sullivan. Phenomenal book, and it really goes through, like, as you're building multi-unit, even if it's a different restaurant concept, but it is restaurant focused. And as you're building those things, what you look for, how do you follow that path? So it's a really great refresher. So we're doing the two in tandem.
Let's take a walk around and maybe you can show us the premises here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
So Dave, I'm looking at Thai bird chili crisp. Explain this for me.
Yeah, we make our homemade chili crisp. So inside it's shallots and garlic and all these really great umami flavors. Goes wonderful with chicken, rice, all the things. At home, we even take it, put it on top of salmon, throw it in the smoker.
I'm taking some home today.
All right. We incorporated a lot of the state-of-the-art technology into what we do. And this is a self-serve wine station. So here, every bottle has a 2-ounce, 4-ounce, and 6-ounce pour. So you just put your glass under, you get a wine card, and you just push the button you want, so you can make your own flight or stick to full glass. And the way our program works here for Wine by the Glass, your wine card gives you access to all 8 bottles. You can come and enjoy 4 reds, a rosé, and 3 whites.
Dave, we had a phenomenal experience here. Food is outstanding, and your hospitality has been great.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you coming to Thai Bird in Alamo Heights. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
See you all next time.